Hello trainers, Neto here, and today we're diving together into Ultra League Premier Classic with the Sneasler Team. This Pokemon, especially up on the lead, I really enjoy using it because not only it resists a lot of things in the meta, but also has access to a moveset that can threat pretty much anything. By default, by PvP, you're gonna see a lot of those Sneaslers with Excisor, but I prefer the Aerial Ace because it might be a bad move overall, but it gives so much coverage against certain threats like Trevenants and the fighters. But feel free to go for that Excisor if you feel like you have to. At the back we got Trevenant and Lapras, both of which are gonna be pretty cool safe options and can deliver hard hitting moves to the opponent, and I prefer Lapras over Walrein because it has access to Skull Bass, raising my defense while damaging the opponent so much that they cannot even handle the damage sometimes, especially against some glassy mons like the fighters that exist in the current meta of Ultra League Premier Classic. Now trainers, without any further ado, let's dive into the first battle. Starting off, we're gonna see Sneasler facing a Toxicroak, a pretty neutral lead, but the typings are absolutely awesome for both ends. With Shields up, I believe we got quite what it takes, because we can even outmatch on the attack stat a whole Toxicroak with our own attack stat, and they are not expecting that Aerial Ace to hit them. This is absolutely awesome, which means that with a Shield up we can safely farm down. However, they go ahead and use their Walrun as a safe switch, and I'm just gonna go ahead and grab that Icicle Spear on my Lapras, which is just gonna work here absolutely amazing. I'm pretty sure they can outspeed here to the Earthquake, but it doesn't matter at all because this is why I prefer Lapras over Walrein. We can go here for that Skull Bass after we get hit by a hard hitting Earthquake, and we're still gonna be able to survive one more Earthquake after that buff on our defense. They still have to go not only for the Earthquake but also one Icicle Spear if they want to finish us off. However, they decide to come back with a Toxicroak, and this means now that we can finish it off with a Surf. We can go for one extra move if we want to, if they bring back the Walrein. Here it is, but I decide to overfarm just a bit, just to make them kind of worried they're gonna get hit by a Skull Bass, but at the last second I was like, I have to throw here, otherwise I'm getting destroyed down. I got to block my Sneasler here if that was gonna be an Earthquake. I had to make a call, it was not, we can survive it barely, and now we have a very tough matchup. They have a Trevenant, we have a Trevenant, but they have the upper hand with the shields. Let's go here for the Shadow Ball, arguably the bad move here, but I'm just gonna go ahead and shield their own for sure. It's gonna be a Shadow Ball of their own as well, so we both did some mistakes here, and I'm pretty sure I can survive one Seed Bomb if they go for it. Here it is Battler, so we have to answer back with a heavy hitting Seed Bomb at this point. Look at this, they're gonna take it, and right after that we're gonna completely farm them down. Even if they sealed it there, we had one move ready to go with our Sneasler, meaning that we could have won this match anyways. Into the next one now against a Gengar up on the lead, pretty neutral for us as well, and we're gonna see a switch to the Empoleon. What I want to do here is to go for the close combat and then bail out to my Trevenant. However, what I learned from the next battles is that most probably you want to preserve that energy for the end game, because Sneasler hits like a truck, and we can get some shields with Lapras and Trevenant. Well, the end game is absolutely yours. Here comes now the Shadow Ball, gonna finish off the Empoleon up on the 100 energy mark, and right now we have one Seed Bomb to threat this Gengar, because Gengar is too glassy and even resisted moves are really hitting a lot of damage. Here comes now the Shadow Punch, we got to block it, we can farm down right after. At the back is the Kingdra, and this is absolutely a great game for us, because right after that we are most likely gonna finish them off with our Lapras, because no Dragon type out there can finish us off with this. We're gonna hit the Kingdra with the Surf, and right after that we're just gonna farm it down just for the memes. Look at that, absolutely awesome. Into the next one against the Walrein lead. This time I decide to stay in. I want to stay in with my Pokemon, charge up to a double close combat, and if they do not go for the Earthquake, I'm not gonna shield, just gonna go for the early move. It was gonna be for sure that Icicle Spear. They try to catch a close combat on the Trevenant, a really nice play for them, but we know better, because right now we're gonna go in with our Lapras, and Lapras can take the hits. Two of those Seed Bombs can be taken with our heavy whale here. Look at how easy it is for that Lapras Gonna charge up to the 6th Ice Shard, because 6 Ice Shards are gonna be a nice beam, but my opponent doesn't fall for it, and right now I have to go in with my Trevenant, and both of us do not have any shield spent yet, so we have to go ahead and see what they got at the back. There is gonna be a Gengar, meaning that now we have to answer back with those seed bombs. We're gonna take a shield or two for sure, so let's go for more seed bombs right here. They're trying to farm down, they cannot. We got one more seed bomb able to take their last shield, and now we can go in to try and snipe them down with our Pokemon here, the Sneasler. So we got to double block this Pokemon. We know that the Walrus doesn't have any energy, it is completely energy dry. We have 2 close combats ready to go, but only one will be more than enough to finish off Walrein and grant for us a very nice victory. Sneasler against Heracross into the next one, pretty cool for us because now we can resist those counters while answering back with a double super effective Aerial Ace. This is gonna deal so much damage to the Heracross because it is part fighting, part bug, and one more reason that I like Aerial Ace is this reason. Heracross is kinda meta right now, and any other fighter can get hurt against our Sneasler if we run Aerial Ace. If I was gonna pick a core breaker for this team, well, wing attack version of Charizard could be the one, since it can go pretty well against the entire team of ours, but still I think that this team can handle most of the threats in the Ultra League Premier Classic, so I would not be that much worried about that. Here comes out the Crustle on the switch, and we're gonna see the Shadow Ball from our Trevenant connecting here for some heavy damage against Crustle, and Crustle is one of the Pokemon that I want to use actually for the Premier Classic meta. It seems like it's gonna be a really healthy Pokemon to use overall, especially as a safe switch. Swampert is almost nowhere around, especially with all those dragons, so perhaps Crustle can be an asset for sure. We're gonna see now the Excadrill coming in, and we have the close combat ready to go, finishing off Excadrill, another boom in the GBL town, and we're gonna just farm down right after the Heracross with our Lapras. Absolutely amazing, horrible lead into the next one, and we're gonna see Swampert up in front. Swampert's a horrible lead because mud shots are really adding up, and we do not have quite the bulk to withstand even the mud shot damage, and of course one Hydro Can will put us at the red, and we do not want that. At the switch we're gonna be met up with a Charizard, which is gonna go straight for the Blast Burn. What a crazy damage output, and we will try to farm down here. That was a mistake. I should have gone for the Surf for sure, but they're gonna go ahead now for the Dragon Claw, finish off one of my shields, and we have to go here for the Skull Bass. I'm expecting to survive, but of course I cannot. Swampert is such an amazing Pokemon, gonna take us out, and now we have some Seed Bombs ready to go from our Trevenant, ready to grab some shields from the opponent. I'm not gonna block, at the start at least I was not gonna block, but they're gonna go for the switch here to the Cantonian Mac, and I have to land at least one Shadow Ball, meaning that now I have to go in with a Sneasler, and I was thinking to make a great or not. At the last second I was like, let's hit the excellent, and perhaps hitting for that great was the better choice overall, because I could farm a little bit more than usual, and I know that both Thunder Parts and Dark Bolts are not gonna be enough to finish me off. They're gonna go here for the move, just gonna take it. We could have easily gone for a move if we went for that great on our Sneasler with the Aerial Ace, but it doesn't matter because now we still have our Trevenant here, and they're gonna go for the big move now. What is it gonna be? Just an Earthquake. We can definitely survive that, and double Seed Bomb is imminent against this Swampert. I think they need one more Matzo to reach to a move. This is not gonna happen. Trevenant is gonna wrap this thing up for our secure victory. Now we're gonna see what the next one is gonna be, and another Walrein. Okay, so we're having the upper hand here, but this Adu Walrein can be kinda problematic. They have at the back a wing attack version of Charizard, and thank goodness we can face this Pokemon with our Lapras. We have to go ahead and overfarm here because we can safely take one move, and there is no reason at all to be on any smart worry thing. So we're gonna see now the Dragon Claw connecting to my Lapras. I knew this was gonna be a Dragon Claw, I was counting the moves, and right now I will try to hit them with a heavy Skull Blast. I'm expecting to survive the Icicle Spear, to be honest, but this is gonna be a Shadow Wall Run. Hopefully we can survive, and look now why Lapras is the superior Water Ice Pokemon. Look at the crazy damage. Even at no health we can do some heavy work against this Wall Rain. Not only took out the Charizard without spending shields, but also the Wall Rain, which is absolutely amazing. Gonna block the first move. We have so much energy to spend here with our Sneasler, and I'm not going straight for the moves because I'm expecting them to switch at some point. Gonna double block my Sneasler since it feels like they're kinda weak to this Pokemon, and at the back there is a Blaziken, so we have access now to the Aerial Ace, and I will try to go for one more Aerial Ace before fainting. However, this is not gonna happen. They're gonna reach to that Blaze Kick. They were counting the moves for sure, and now we can go in with the Trevenant. Good news here is that we resist the counters. Bad news is that Blaze Kick is gonna do so much damage. However, we can survive the Blaze Kick, and because they went for the Blaze Kick and not the Brave Bird, that gives me time to go ahead and overfarm at the point that I have 2 Seed Bombs, and even though that Walrein is energy dry, we are already on the Seed Bomb. Even if they had energy, we could easily win the CMP and grab this victory with our Trevenant. Into the next one now, horrible lead against Shadow Dragonite, but let me tell you something, there is still a win con, because we have to block here and try to go for the back-to-back close combats. With the close combats, you can definitely take either 2 shields out of them or just melt them down with one landing on Dragonite. They're gonna go ahead and block my Aerial Ace bait, which gives me the chance here to go ahead and use my Lapras as a switch-in, finish off Dragonite while also tanking one whole superpower, and they have to start either blocking or take all those moves that I have. They want to rely on the Escavalier, preserve their HP, so I'm just gonna go in now with my Sneasler, fighting them with my close combat. Look at that damage, absolutely amazing. Now I can go in with Trevenant, and to be honest, I'm just gonna block this because it can be a Mega Horn, and at the back they're gonna have something like a Swampert most probably, so that's why they leave the match, and Trevenant is gonna be another great closer for this Ultra League Premier Classic meta. Next on trainers, and we're facing this Empoleon up on the lead, and they have a Dragonite at the back, so I'm expecting a Kingdra, to be honest. Empoleon Double Dragon is one of the most common teams out there, especially on ABB style. And we can take the move from the Dragonite with our Lapras while also trying farming them down, which is absolutely awesome. And at this point, even against that Empoleon, you can see that Lapras can really do all the work. So seeing a team that can also go pretty well against the famous teams is also a very nice positive outcome of the team's team building and structure, since you have more coverage against the meta than you could ever imagine. And now you can see that they also have that double dragon at the back. We predicted right here, and we can go for the close combat number 1 and the close combat number 2, taking both of those shields out of the way, and now my Trevenant can definitely come in and start doing some solid work. We're gonna see now a shield from our part, and yeah, Octazooka doesn't have to be that much of an underestimate. Is that the correct term? I don't know, but it is now. We're gonna see now the Shadow Ball connecting to the Kingdra. Just gonna double block my Pokemon here, and because Empoleon is already at the red, I'm just gonna go ahead, completely farm down here, follow up with a Shadow Ball, and even though we are double debuffed at this point, Empoleon is just gonna get fainted down. Shadow Ball gonna connect, and the victory will be for us. Sneasler against a Machamp up on the lead. Horrible lead for them because we resist everything and they have to switch out to their safe switch, which is gonna be Snorlax, by the way, a pretty solid Pokemon on its shadow form. Even against the fighter, it can still pressure for a shield. We're gonna go here for the bait with the Aerial Ace. I'm expecting a shield for sure. Here it is, and now we're gonna see the close combat. Let's see if they try and take it. No, they're not. They know better. So I'm just gonna bring Lapras into the fight because Lapras has a very nice matchup against Snorlax. I'm just gonna go ahead and let everything slide through. Even if they hit me with a superpower, I'm just gonna go ahead and hit them with a hard hitting surf right after, meaning that I can also farm down after the debuff of the superpower with my Trevenant. They're coming back with a Machamp, and now we can go with the Skull Bass. Look at the tremendous amount of damage, and we're gonna see our Trevenant come in. I'm expecting to get hit by a Cross Chop, but they have already reached to the Rock Slide, which is awesome. Down they go though to my Shadow Claws. They return with that Snorlax, and I have to be extremely cautious here, because whatever there is at the back might be kinda problematic for me. So they are not switching out yet, and I have so much energy to spare, so I'm just gonna charge up as much as I can, using the close combat, finishing off Snorlax. At the back there is gonna be the Gengar, and this is gonna be a race trainers, which we can win since they need one more Shadow Claw. We already had some energy on the Trevenant, and we're gonna get this not easy, but well-earned victory. Into the next one, the final one, trainers, against the Nidoqueen up on the lead. Not the best lead because we do not have a clear answer to this Pokemon, but if they go straight for the Poison Fangs and do not bait, there is no reason at all to block anything. We're gonna go here for the RLAs. We still cannot go for the switch. We actually can if we want to, but I decide to stay in on this matchup all the times since I want my Sneasler to try and do its best and perhaps take a shield or two. I can see that they are kinda stalling here with two Poison Fangs, so I'm just gonna go ahead and bring my Lapras into play while also protecting my Sneasler for the end game. They have a Machamp at the back, which is gonna be a hard counter to my Lapras, but we can still survive one cross chop, which is amazing. Lapras the ultimate boss here, and we're gonna block here the next move. Most probably gonna be a Rock Slide because they have so much energy going on. We're gonna farm down right after. We're both even on shields, and then we'll try here to go for the Seed Bomb. Is this gonna be enough to take out the Nidoqueen though, because they have one shield? I'm gonna get hit by a move, not gonna block anything yet, and we have the time to go for one more extra Seed Bomb. However, I decide to overfarm, and for my sake, that was absolutely awesome. They have a Trevenant at the back. We're gonna go with the Shadow Ball when they try to catch, and we're gonna see now the RLAs finishing off Nidoqueen and grabbing for us a really nice victory to end this video. Thank you for watching, trainers. Thank you for staying till the end. I hope you liked today's video. Just be sure to leave a huge like before you go, subscribe to the channel if you already haven't, and click over here for the next video that might be of interest to you. Thank you once again for watching my efforts and my content, and farewell to you, trainers. I hope to see you all into the next one. Stay safe, everyone.